Hi friends, and the vegan breakfast time. I make another granola with oatmeal. I made my own oat flakes here with my new oat flaker, proudly presented in another video shortly though. And here I have made them a little bit more coarse. You see, they're a little bit bigger than the ones I used before. I found out I can use different tools in that oat flaker to make it finer or coarser. And when they are coarser, even more crunchy, that is a different flavor, a different texture. That's very interesting how to play with that. But I begin with the dressing. I make a yogurt dressing because I have mangoes and raspberries, show you in a sec. And for that, I want to make a yogurt dressing. And that yogurt dressing has to fit with the oatmeal. So let's see if that works. I have here the yogurt. This is a cashew yogurt. In another video linked under this one, I show you how to make the cashew yogurt. But it's very easy. You just blend cashews in water and the bacteria also. That is a bacteria culture called acidophilus. They are making the yogurt. They are specialists in yogurt making, acidophilus. You get that online. Once you have a batch of yogurt, you can always take the same yogurt and make a next yogurt with that. I show that in the video. Very simple. It takes one night and then the next morning you have the yogurt, then it goes into the fridge. So yogurt first. Another video I showed you how to make date mousse. I sweeten my yogurt a little bit. And date mousse is the easiest way to do it. And I guess one of the healthiest. It is the best, one of the best sweeteners we have. There's a video I show you how to blend dates with water basically. It's very easy, and you have a date mousse that lasts for a week in the fridge. Also very simple and delicious. And the yogurt is a little bit tart, so date mousse helps to make it a little bit sweeter. That can be nice also to highlight the flavor of the fruit you put into the yogurt. Sweet and sour highlights natural flavors of most of fruit. And then I have a special ingredient that is lemon zest, a small amount, half a lemon or so, half a large lemon, a whole small lemon zest. That is the lemony flavor for the yogurt dressing because I have especially the raspberries. If you put a little bit of zest, lemon zest on the raspberries, the raspberry flavor is even more exciting. It gets more exciting. You're going to try that. I was surprised when I found out first because raspberries have this amazing flavor. When you put it on with a little bit of lemon zest, you can really even make that stronger, this exciting raspberry flavor. It has a sour flavor affinity, I would say. Because you put other sour flavors with the raspberry, you don't necessarily taste the sour flavor in the raspberry, you rather taste the sweet. All of the fruit, or most of the fruit, have this sweet and sour balance. But a flavor affinity, a sour flavor affinity, what I call it, is when you add, for example, another sour fruit to the raspberry, all of a sudden it tastes too sour and you don't have an idea how that is possible. That comes from the sour flavor affinity of the raspberry. So I find that it's very interesting that the raspberry have that, but the lemon zest is not sour, it's more lemony. Sour is the juice of the lemon. The lemon zest is the sour flavor, the lemony flavor. And that is also the healthiest part of a lemon, like with all citrus fruit. A little bit of water goes into the dressing. I thought about that because of my oat flakes. Because when you have a dressing that is too thick, the oat flakes maybe too lumpy or so. Can be the texture not so nice. So a little bit of water makes all the difference here. I show you the texture of the water here, of the dressing here. Here, just to have an idea. Here, this is the runniness I'm talking about. It runs from the spoon easily. It depends on the yogurt you have, especially when you make your own yogurt, the texture can be different all the time. And especially now with the oat flakes, I just add a little bit of water to it. Here are my fruit. These are mango and a small mango, and about the same amount of raspberries. The mango and the raspberries also are an amazing combination. I find so nice. Both are among my favorite fruit. I like all the fruit more and more. So, but they have always been the main favorite. The mango has this peppery sweetness, and it likes a little bit of sour, and that is placed perfectly into these raspberries, right? So, first, though, I guess I put some of my oat flakes into the yogurt dressing. No, I put the raspberries and the mangoes into my yogurt dressing. It's runny enough. I might have planned before how to present it, how to arrange everything. And I thought, first put the raspberries and the mangoes into the runny yogurt dressing. Then put the oat flakes into the glass. I put it together with some walnuts. That makes a breakfast really filling and lasting because they have this wonderful omega-3 fatty acid we need every day. Not many plants have enough omega-3 fatty acid for the nerves and the brain. So the walnuts are one of the healthiest, maybe the healthiest nuts we have. And I show you again the oat flakes. They go together into my bottom of my glass. It doesn't need all of them. Just for the first serving here, the walnuts and the oat flakes on the bottom. It's nice to have a little bit separate. And when you have just a small amount here, the first serving, and maybe a little bit more. I have some extra. I'm more hungry. And then I put the yogurt with the fruit on top. And as I said, this is the runnier yogurt that runs into the granola, into the oat flakes. And as it is runnier, as usual, I guess it should be a nice texture, a nice feeling when I eat and I chew my oat flakes. Yeah. That's my expectation. I will see to that in a moment because I eat that now for the first time, this breakfast. I never had that before. But I guess it might be very nice. Have a look. Mangoes and raspberries in a lemony cashew yogurt on a oatmeal with walnuts. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. If you like the video, subscribe MD Vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day. Enjoy the endless vegan variety. And find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and X. And, if you will, there is a thanks button under the video for small donations.